Shut up and sit down.
Go. Look at that. On time, folks. There is a first. There is a first. Yes, welcome, folks. It is. It's that time of the week. It's frolic time. I've already mocked Marcus once tonight, so I'm happy. And I did that on Ross's show. So, yeah, he's in the chat. But, yeah, Marcus had a wibble. I witnessed it. But anywho, welcome, and welcome to the Friday Frolic with me, Festa 67's workshop. And then the GNU.
Hello.
And yes, and the most important people, the chatlings.
I'm in the chat.
The chatlings. Don't forget, if you want to keep the channel alive and help me pay for all of this kerfuffle, you can support me on patreon.com/Festa67's workshop. Click the channel, the join button, and become a channel member for as little as $1. That gives you access to the Zoom 24/7, hang out and all of the lovely people in there. Or you can click the super chat $sign to leave a super chat, gets your comment in a big box of glory, bit of air guitar. And if you choose to type in, this is to shut Guru up in, then by all means do that, because it saves your ears and it lets me get a word in, folks. So there you go. Talking of the wonderful chatlings, let's go and have a quick peeky pops as to who we've got. You're not worried about me and Fox saying hello, but we did anyway. We have got Sprue and Glue in. Big hugs to David. You know why, David. And a tickle.
You. Steady now. Don't get HR riled up.
And I got your file sorted out, mate. I just need to try to chop it up into manageable bits, because my print bed on my resin printer is about the size of 20 Super Kings, mate. So, yeah, it's a big model. It'll be about 111 to 12 bits, mate. So I've got to try and figure out how I can chop it up. But anyway, I'm rambling already. But just in case you was wondering, because you are Captain Impatient Knickers, so... talking of knickers, hello Marcus, how you doing, mate? That's what I did there. Says cheers, Colin Fox and chat. Big hello. Hello Marcus, lovely to see you in. And Marcus wants to buy a photo etch iPhone case. Don't know why, but he wants one. Yeah, you know, proper photo etch one, because he loves photo etch, and it's a perfect thing for Marcus. So if you know anyone out there that does a photo etch phone case, let us know.
Well, if he wins that all that stuff from E-Models, he can make his own.
Yeah, I've got a feeling I'm being called a name, mate. But Tasha's in, says Wiv Festa Foxx, and everyone else. Hello, Tasha, how you doing, darling? We've got a €5.99 super chat got in. I've just seen it pop up on the chat there. Marcus says, cheers, Cole. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much, mate. Just say a thank you, because I like to.
Thank you.
Thank you. There you go. Because, yeah, it's only polite.
Yeah.
We got Bill in, says greetings and salutation to all bodies that are present. Hello, Bill. Is in, says greetings and salutations. Hope you're doing well. Bobbin says greetings, as does Stephen Haynes. Saying hello to everyone. Sophie is in, says hi Festa Foxx and everyone. Hello, Sophie. How you doing, love? Lovely to see you in. Lord of the Manor is in. Squire Lewis is in. He's currently sitting on the veranda even, of his country mansion, leaning out over the pastures with his monocle in, going, hey up, Colin and Fox. Everyone in the chat. Oh, yeah, and the spider under Fox's bench. The big one that's got its beady eyes on Fox's bare knees. Has he know you've got your bare knees out, mate?
I don't know. That's kind of disturbing.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
There is actually a spider in here, but I'm not about it. So.
Bill says, this is a free message so that Fox can keep talking.
Yay!
Dot, for now.
Yay. Oh.
Marcus says, why the hell would I want that? Yeah, you know deep down you want a metal phone case. Come on, you'd love it. JCE's Bricks and his Builds is in. Evening, morning, Colin Fox and Festa Hugs and Fox Hugs. Have you built your E-Models kit yet? Have you built it yet? Have you built it yet? Have you built it yet? Have you done it yet?
Yeah, why have you not finished it? Why have you not finished it?
The eagle-eyed may have spotted that I stealthily decided to secrete on my mat a bit of a Gundam build in the hope that little Lord Fauntleroy there, Captain Beady Eyes, wouldn't spot it. But I kind
eyes
of
like a poop house rat.
failed miserably because the minute I did this, I was busted because he knew I was fettling.
I tell him off for fettling. He'll be sitting there. We'll have a conversation. I'll be like, Festa, yes. Are you fettling? Puts it down. Nope. No,
Yeah.
I wasn't completely sanding that part. Nope.
Yeah. So, yes.
I busted his ass.
So I carried on with my Zgok, in case you wonder. It is one of them bad boys. Have you a bit of that?
I am still building my Space Wars army set. I've built one dude. One entire dude.
So proud of you, soldier.
I've only got like 150 to go, so yes.
Happy days. Most important question. Belly, bench, beverage, biscuit of choice. What's on the bench? What's in your bellies? What is your beverage? What is your biscuit? Says there, James has been a member for 54 months. My God. Wow. Happy 54th birthday.
That's almost as old as Vincent. 54 months.
Yeah, poor Vincent had the misfortune for it to be his birthday. And yeah, we may have mocked him mercilessly in the Boom Up mod chat because...
It is the way forward.
Yeah. Names may have been called. Very choice words for such a young lad, I must say.
I know, for such a small child.
I did threaten to grass him up to his mum.
Yeah, oops. First piece off the sprue and I've just dropped it and it's disappeared. Fantastic.
Yeah. And I got more of Vincent's rap for that one. That's like, okay. Perhaps he doesn't want me to tell his mum then.
Yeah.
So profound.
My build has already stopped.
Jason Martin says, not having Glastonbury on in the background listening to you. Oh, nice, he says, having Glastonbury on in the background listening. I went through the Glastonbury list and I realised how old I am. Because I knew no one.
I knew no one anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, the last time I went to a festival was Reading when you had Marilyn Manson and Iron Maiden headlining. And I think that was in about 07 or 04, there or thereabouts. Because one of the guys I went with died a couple of days later, bless him. So, yeah.
I can honestly say that of all the concerts I've been to in my life that haven't been involving an orchestra, because I've been to see the Halle Orchestra a few times, I've only ever been to one actual concert, and that was a Jar concert, and it was rubbish.
Loudest concert I went to was Motorhead at the Hammersmith Odeon. And it was the No Sleep to Hammersmith tour, so it was, yeah. And suffice to say, it was many days before my ribs stopped rattling.
Oh, yeah.
Very powerful performance. At a time, I think that they was at their prime, to be honest with you. Mid-80s, so yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, always keep a torch on your bench, because there's always a piece that pings off onto your bench.
Yeah.
We've got in chat. James says, Belly, minced beef and onion with ooh, minced beef and onion.
Oh, nice.
Give me a massive pan full of minced beef and onion and I will eat it all. The smell of minced beef and onion. The smell of just simply minced. Oh, it's such a great smell.
I always know you like the smell of beef. Just saying. That's what I did.
We deny everything. Minced beef and onion with baby tatties, bench, corrupted Tenjin 3D print and a few Warhammer kits. Defo knocked down the hole. Beverage, Pepsi Cherry.
Happy days.
Aurora says, Belly, SFC chicken. Is that Southern Fried Chicken?
I got a feeling it may well be.
So would that just be SFC then? SFC? Is that like...
I don't know.
ATM machine. Chicken and hash browns and a meat feast pizza, ham, chili, beef and pepperoni, bench, nothing yet, bevy, lemonade, biscuit, blast from the past, a trio. Wow.
Chicken and hash browns.
Yeah. Sophie says, I'm invisible again, so bye-bye, even though we said hello to you, Sophie. We did say hello. So,
really? Why is Sophie, behave.
Why are you invisible? We did say hello to you.
You was acknowledged. I do believe I said hello, Sophie, my dear, so come on.
Yes.
Really?
Connors in says, hi everyone, sorry for missing last week. I was away racing. Doing a bit of a race there.
Yeah.
Mm. Right, now let's try and not get any more parts disappearing off into the carpet, please. Yes, I do have a spider, actually, in this room. But it's permitted. It's a cellar spider. It lives up in the corner.
Yeah.
And it kills the other spiders.
Yeah.
They appear.
If you're still in the chat, Sophie, I've got to say to you, watch back and you'll see that you was acknowledged. Now, that's enough now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get chastised like that. Not on my own show. This is why I get disillusioned with live streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
Everybody's saying hello to Jeff, Light, and Maggie.
Hello,
Jeff says, hi,
Jeff.
Fox.
Hello, Maggie.
Yeah, he says, hi, Carl Fox and everyone in the chat. Going to be lurking as both my devices need charging.
Oh, dear.
What about your iPad?
I see what we did there.
That was a bit blue for the dads there. PJ says, belly, Heinz tomato soup, not that hungry today.
Oh, bless you.
Bench, 172nd Revell Red Arrows diorama. Beverage, water, boring. Well, my benches and bellies, I've had nothing to eat, apart from 3 bourbon biscuits. I've not had much of an appetite today, so belly is nothing. Bench is Space Wolves. Beverage, I've got some nice Ukrainian tahun.
Oh, nice one.
Also known as Chernobyl rainwater or diabetes in a glass.
Yeah.
And what's the other ones? Bacteria, Staphylococcus aureus. There you go.
Yeah.
The last gig I went to, says Bill, was the Eagles, but it wasn't at a hotel in California.
I saw what you did there.
Mm. Oh, I was about to tell Festa earlier, I can report, after about 6 weeks, I have been able to get the theme from Blake 7 out of my head.
Jeff says I'm going to be watching on the big test. Sorry to talk over you, Fox, but I didn't want anyone to think I was ignoring them, you know?
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, unfortunately, what got it out of my head was the Pearl and Dean music, which is now stuck in my head. Which is worse because it's dead short.
I had Goombay Dance Band stuck in my head because I stupidly mentioned it last week. And
yeah, I don't know, you see, so I'm immune.
Bobby saw Bruce Springsteen a couple of weeks ago. Was that at the Anfield? Rora's been re-watching one of the greatest TV shows of the 2000s, The Shield, good show. And so many great actors appearing in some really memorable characters. That was one with Michael Chiklis, isn't it? Vic Mackey, I think it is. Is that the one? The Corrupts? Yeah. Good show, I must admit. It's a good show.
I'm coming to the middle of season 6 of NCIS New Orleans.
I'm on season 2, episode 3 at the moment.
Yeah. Let's just say there was blubbing, and we'll leave it at that.
Oh, what, from you or them?
They're from me.
Oh, you lamekins, you.
There was blubbing at one point. It's like, whoa.
Oh, you big son.
Yeah. Always. It's weird to think people could say I went to see Bruce Springsteen like now, when they could equally have gone to see Bruce Springsteen when I was born.
Yeah, I saw him in Live Aid year.
It's like, man never dies.
Absolutely.
That is correct, Cole, says Aurora. Scale Model Ninja is in. Ross is in, says good morning all.
Hello, Ross. How you doing, geez?
Marcus says thumbs up, peeps.
Yeah, I'll probably get a thumbs down, actually.
Yeah. Make sure to do a thumbs up, because then it really helps the video get listed in the thing so people can find it.
Yeah.
Every time you do a thumbs up, a kitten gets its wings. Marcus says Ross. What about your bench and belly then, Festa? What you on for tonight? Fish and chips?
What I'm doing, I'm having a gammon steak. And I've got a cup of tea juice, mate.
Oh, gammon. Oh, gammon is so nice. I can confirm that gammon cooked in Coca-Cola is really nice, but don't ever cook gammon in Dr. Pepper. It really doesn't go. It's just not. It's not. Don't ever do it. No, you have to leave the house for about a week. It's not a good smell. It's definitely not a good flavour. Faulkner Station Engage is in. Says, how do everyone? Welcome, Faulkner Station. Welcome to you. Bill says, listen to Live Aid from the back garden, live in Woolwich at the tie, and could hear it loud and clear. We get, I was woken up this morning, well, not this morning, but this afternoon. I'm usually woken up by somebody like mowing the lawn or something in the summer because I have the window open. This morning I was woken up by they must have had a sports day at the school because it was like 100 children screaming in happiness.
Did you say hello to Faulkner Stephen Engage, mate?
I did, yes.
Yeah, good man.
Yeah, it's about a mile away, the school, but it's one of those things that, like, the screams of joy of children just carry across the entire neighbourhood.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
And here's the weird thing, right? Here's what I want to know. Why is it, if you're nowhere near the sea, you always find seagulls in school playgrounds?
Yeah.
They don't live anywhere else in the urban areas around here.
No.
But you'll always see them in the school playground. It's like,
do
they just hang around school playgrounds? And that's it?
It's one of the most joyous sounds of the summer, isn't it? Kids playing.
Kids running around.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was good down during lockdown because well, just before lockdown, before the schools actually closed, but the things like air traffic was shut down and closed down. So all the planes from Manchester Airport were dead quiet and all the traffic was gone.
Yeah.
And you could really hear all the kids, but it was weird when it was full lockdown and you couldn't hear anything.
That's the only time we could hear the train line was during lockdown.
Yeah. Train line. Gammon slow cooked in and honey and orange juice mix is fantastic, says Zero. Oh, yeah.
Oh, honey. Nice one.
Yeah, just don't ever use Dr. Pepper. It really is the worst smell. I mean, I've smelled I've boiled a fox carcass for a week to get the skeleton. Yeah. In my biology, sixth form biology at school, and that was a pretty bad smell. But Dr. Pepper cooking is worse than that. That thing they do in Bones where they get all the bones out. Yeah, you'd have to empty the building if they did that without ventilation. It's not a good smell. Beep, 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 dee, dee. Excuse me. I really want gammon now. Gosh darn. Do you know what I've not got? Gammon. I'm not coming here again. Dee, dee, dee. What you guys? What about everybody else? What's your benches and bellies if you've not told us already?
Yeah.
Now, we did ask you last week, actually, what were your current wish list kits that you'd, models that you'd got on your wish list because they hadn't come out yet, and nobody answered. So
no.
What's on your wish lists?
I often get asked, are you interested or just been nosing? I go, nosy.
Yeah, just nosy. We don't get out much. So
it's just something that interests me because, you know, it's just,
Well, the thing is, as well, is if somebody says, "Oh, I'm looking forward to the specific kit that's coming out in 6 months," it might be something we've never heard of.
Yeah, we don't know that's coming out. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Pearl and Dean, get out of my head. The worst thing is, right, every morning, Mum has like a sport bottle that she has cranberry juice in. She drinks it through the night.
Yeah.
And then she has it there during the day for pills and stuff. And what I do is I unscrew the lid and it's got a straw in it. So I tap the straw against the side of the thing to get all the liquid out.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And it goes, tick, 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 and then that just makes me think of the introduction to the Pearl and Dean. This is why Pearl and Dean's in there. Every morning it's, can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, it's there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I remember one of the adverts was for peanuts. And it was Crusader peanuts. And it used to go, "Hey, Crusader, have you any nuts?" And it was like, it's just one of those 5.5-year-old in the playground sniggering moments, you know. And it's like, he said nuts.
He said nuts.
Of course, the city bars used to all go. It was all blokes, and then you'd see a succession of their partner's elbows nudging them under the ribs. Will you behave at your
Ow.
age?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Bill says, I did. It's the Russian floating harbour with 8 bows. Yes, you mentioned that one. Bill did answer last time, actually.
Yeah.
Bobbins is in.
Hello,
Bobbins. He
Bobbins.
says, I await the new Airfix Westland Wessex Jellybopter.
Oh, nice one.
Oh, morning, Vicar.
I made the mistake of going on the Cromlech site the other night.
Oh, did you? I've not been on there for about a year. So
Yeah, I may have seen the Crunkernaut thing, you know, which...
Oh, the wooden one, the laser cut.
The
Is that what
resin
it is,
one.
that one? Oh, a resin one. Oh,
Yeah, I said to you, I was on the Cromlech site, Fox. The well-known resin manufacturer.
Yeah, I know, but they do loads of wooden ones as well. Like wooden
Yeah,
kits.
but
They do
come
a
on, this
stomper
is
type
me.
thing.
You know that, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they did a resin one. Oh.
Yeah. Killed the conversation. So moving on.
No, carry on.
I'm done with it now.
So fickle.
Absolutely, mate. I love being fickle. I have to be these days.
Where are we up to? JC Bricks and Builds. Wishlist kits. I shouldn't go there with Alicia also watching. There's no Warhammer in there though. Cough, cough. Connor says, bench, Lego and drawing.
Oh,
What are you
nice,
drawing?
mate.
Belly, pizza. You can't just say pizza. You might not know the rules, but you can't just
Yeah,
say
we need
pizza.
to
You have
know
give us...
all of the toppings, everything.
Yeah. Yeah, because just saying pizza is kind of a bit of a crime.
And the first
You're doing
name
a
of the
crime.
person that made the dough.
Yeah. Yep. And also, if you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be? So pizza, beverages, water, wish list, Ferrari 499P or SF23.
Oh, nice. Very specific.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Jeff and Maggie, by the way. Yes, we're on a double ender this week. We got Formula One and we got MotoGP. So, yeah. So, yeah, double whammy of things going around in circleness for us this week. So.
Anyway, tell me about this stomper, this not stomper.
Well, it's the size of a stomper. And, yeah, so,
God, in resin, that's going to be fantastic.
yeah, so's the price.
Yeah, that's the downside.
Yeah, I did balk at it, but it's one of those. It's in the wish list. Put it.
The funny thing is, though, with their not stompers, all of them, like the wood ones as well, they look like what a stomper should really look like.
Yeah.
Because GW's doesn't really work. It's just a bit clean in design, whereas theirs really look like scrap metal made into a nonsense.
Yeah.
They do look so good. Links in the description below the live stream, folks, below the video.
Yeah, all the affiliate links are all in there, folks. Save
Use
yourself
Festas, links and codes.
loads of money.
Mm-hmm.
They're all there.
Connor says, just pepperoni, I'm boring. Dough maker, I'm guessing Dave.
Dave the dough man. There you go.
Dave Dough Man. Aurora says, one of my wish list kits is an old kit that's hard to get, and that is the Tamiya 135th LRDG Chevrolet truck. Really?
Oh,
not in production
nice.
anymore? Sells on eBay for around £90 to £100. Right, must be up front.
Really? Bloody hell. Andy
God, I
Preston
remember
say
making that.
like the festival. Folks, hello, Andy. How you doing,
Andy.
mate?
Hello. Yeah, I remember making that as a kid.
Yeah.
It was my first experience of rubber tyres on a kit, that was.
Yeah.
And I remember after I made that, I made the crooks, which I thought was brilliant.
Exactly. Dun, 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 da, 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 da.
Have you ever done that thing where you want to get a specific kit, but it's not in print anymore, so you spend ages trawling around the internet looking for someone who's selling it for a stupid price?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love doing that. I remember before round 2 reissued the DS9 Runabout, I wanted to get one, but it was out of print, and they were like going for 150 quid, and it's like, I'm not paying that for it. And I found one little sort of mum and pop type store that had it for £13.
Do you remember a few years ago when Revell recalled the Horn and Brow or whatever it was called, the flying saucer, because there was a certain phrase in the instructions that made it appear that it was actually a vehicle of a certain regime. Long story short, they was going on eBay for up to £1,000, and people were paying up to £1,000 for them, thinking they was going out of print, and literally a month later Revell did the re-release with all the new instructions.
And what makes it even more
bought then and got caught.
And what makes it even worse is it's a Revell kit. Come on. And it wasn't even a Revell kit, it was a Rebox of somebody else.
It was a Rebox, anyway, and
some other manufacturers probably even worse than Revell.
Yeah. So I did laugh at that, seeing all the silly prices. It's like, really?
It's like when new games console comes out, and you get you get the scalpers that buy loads of them, so they become hard to find. And you get people spending like £1,500 on a £500 games console, and you're like, are you completely stupid?
And the thing is, a press release was put out at the time saying this will be coming back into print. We're just amending the instructions, but people thought it would be worth a mint because of being the old version, and kind of no one was interested. It was quite funny.
Yeah. They buy it thinking they can sell it for a fortune. It's like, no, because at the end of the day, it's still a crappy Revell Rebox kit, so nobody's going to want it anyway. It's not like a really good kit that somebody wants. It's not a kit that's going to hold its value.
All right.
Where are we up to? Bill says, belly, pinged burger, popty ping, and 2 wagon wheels.
Nice.
Ooh. Napped till 7 p.m. and didn't want to put the oven on. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to throw our oven out because it's not been cleaned in about 2 years. I used much, so I'm just going to throw it away. I can't be bothered cleaning it, basically, is what I'm saying.
Oh, God's sake, you lazy son. What's wrong with you?
Yep. Bench up Slazak Polish torpedo boat. 1/700 scale bevy, coffee and Fanta, but in separate vessels. Separate vessels. Show me, where are your nuclear vessels? PJ says, I agree with Connor. I wish MFH will bring out a 1/12 version of this year's Le Mans winning Ferrari. 499p.
You think they would do that as a thing, wouldn't you, MFH? Because, every year, if it's a different winner, if it's the same car winning 5 years in a row, then there's no point. But, if they did their Le Mans winner series, I'm sure there'd be a lot of people that would venture into that because...
Maybe it's licensing, or maybe it just takes too long to develop them, maybe.
I can imagine with them, it's the cost of moulds and all of that lot as well. Because they're white metal and resin, aren't they? And
I can't imagine it's going to be on the market within a year of the win anyway, because it's going to take them a long time to design it.
It's not like it's a 5-minute development of a model, is it?
It's not like Revell will just do the same kit with a different decal set or something, which you can do with a plastic kit.
Yes, they're aimed at the more refined modeler.
Refined, discerning assemblator.
Yeah, modelers of wisdom and monocles build them.
With smoking jackets and, that's it.
I reckon when PJ's building his MFH kits, I reckon he's wearing a smoking jacket. I'm just putting this out there now, folks.
Do you think he's got one of them cigarettes in a long filter, like long plastic 3-foot long filter?
Oh, yeah, the big Bet Lynch cigarette holder. Yeah.
Yeah, holds it like that.
Yeah. Well, his butler holds the cigarette holder. He just leans over and takes a puff. Why, thank you, Jeeves.
Do you think he wrote to MFH to complain that in the instructions every other word wasn't what?
Yes.
Step 2, what?
Yes. Why are your instructions not included a pair of page-turning tweezers for my butler, Alfred?
You know what we need to do, though, don't you?
What?
We need to write to MFH, right? And we need to put a suggestion to them.
Okay.
We need to suggest they do a 1/12 scale white metal and resin of a bluey car.
That would work. That
He
would
would
work.
be so. He would be so torn.
I can feel the twitch now.
It'd be like that whole thing of putting a piece of butter side up bread on the back of a cat and dropping it and watching it just spin an inch above the ground.
Yeah.
There'd be no resolution to that particular quandary. I bet all the model designers at Revell used to get "must try harder" on their report cards at school. Yeah, especially the one that painted the SWAT guy.
Oh God, yeah.
It's like, what painter did you get to do that? Painter? We just got the intern that's in charge of photocopying. He just...
You can always guarantee, no matter what the conversation is, late at night, the Revell SWAT guy always ends up getting a word, getting a mention.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if it's a conversation about the quality of kits and things like that. It's just there's no excuse. You have to include it.
Exactly.
Bill says, I have a bit of an oven cleaning fetish from my days of married quarter March outs. I'll send you my price list, Fox.
Yeah, I do like cleaning an oven, I must admit.
Yeah. Well, the thing with this one is it's really old, and I haven't used it in about 2 or 3 years because it's just the food that with Mama Wolf now, there's no reason to be using the oven anymore.
You're trying to justify why, through laziness, you're prepared to send an oven to landfill.
Oh, it's complete laziness. It's complete laziness, but it's like it's in such a bad state of cleanness that I don't think there's any way to feasibly clean it.
Oh, rubbish. Nothing's beyond cleaning.
Yeah, you haven't seen inside this oven.
Stop making it out to be the worst thing in the world. Bit of white vinegar and baking soda will clean anything.
Nonsense.
Google it then.
Oh, I know what will clean it. It's just I'm not going to clean it.
Lazy sod. You lazy sod.
Exactly.
We're asking you to Winnie now.
Don't be giving me the tuts.
So bad.
Otherwise, I'll have to maybe dig out specific video files. Maybe
You do that. I've got ammo on you, mate.
No, darn it. Where's me? There it is. Oh, put him over there.
Have you a bit of that?
I can report, by the way, that my cobbled together warhammer with the sword on the end survived.
Oh, happy days. Oh, long time no see. Paul D. Tomazzo's in. Hello, geez. How are you?
Hello, Paul.
Lovely to see you. Long time no see, mate. I hope you're keeping well.
Been a while.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Big days.
For the common of dem nonsense.
I hope you're keeping well.
Do
a bit of that.
A little bit of that.
How's temperatures around everyone today? It's a bit cooking down here still, but has the weather calmed down in your locales, folks?
Yeah. We're on about 22, I think, today. We'll go to about 24, 25 throughout the week now, and then that's about it. So not too bad. Get the windows open and a couple of fans going and I'm fine.
Yeah. Yeah, the windows open.
I actually found last week with the little heat wave we had, I actually found the perfect fan placement for when I went to bed.
Oh, right.
So, because I tried for years, I've never got it right. And it's like, I don't like, so in the end I managed to find it. So I just went to bed with the fan on and just slept like an absolute log.
Yeah.
No sweating. Even though it was like 30 degrees, 31 degrees in the room. Just dropped off spong. Woke
You're
up
an
completely
absolute
dry.
log.
You're made of logs.
See what I did there?
You're a captain's log. Doing okay? Not much has changed, says Paul.
Good, good. Glad to hear it. I hope you're keeping well. All of that.
Yes. Currently 21 degrees C in Nottingham.
Oh, wow.
That means he's near Warhammer World. Oh.
Wouldn't know, would I?
Go on, break in. Go on, break in. Oh, there.
I'm over it, honest.
You're over it, aren't you? You're not really over it, are you?
No.
They're taking the time arranging another trip, though, aren't they?
And little bits of me died inside. That's all right.
See, if I was arranging trips to Warhammer, I'd be doing it every other week.
Yeah. I don't harbour a grudge. Dartboard photographs on it may have been employed.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Anytime the boys ask to borrow anything, Dad, can I borrow this? No, sorry, I totally forgot you and I used it.
Yeah. I borrow some of your Warhammer paint. What's that? Don't have Warhammer. Never heard of it.
No, don't have Warhammer. That's why I've got no reason to go to Warhammer World.
Yeah.
All I can hear about though is them two driving off to Warhammer and you're there going, don't forget the old man. Don't forget the old man.
Trouble is they did.
Yeah.
But it's all right. I'm not bitter.
You'll have to send them that little video clip.
I did send them a photo montage of photographs of inside Warhammer. They both got a USB through the post. This is how childish I can be. Paul says, Colin's doing a Gumpler kit. Yeah, I've built Kshatriya, mate. I built a GM sniper and I'm doing Doc at the moment, mate. Is it Doc even?
Fantastic. He did a fantastic sniper, GM sniper.
Yeah, Kshatriya is going to be steampunk, mate. Yeah, this is all getting mocked up at the moment, and then it'll all get taken apart again and painted. But this is that wanting it to talk to me stage. So,
see, while you've been away, Paul, I built shiny cars, and Festa's been not really.
Now you're telling Polky Pies now, ain't you?
Yeah, that's just utterly not even remotely believable. Still in my head, you know. No. Stop. Oh, excuse me. Paul says we got up to 45 degrees C a couple of days ago. Holy cow. I know New York's getting up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 37.
Yeah, it's a bit meaty, that, isn't it?
Oof. 45 degrees. That's just don't even bother going outside. Nana Sunrise is in. Hey, Nana Sunrise. Been a while. Says it's 45 degrees C here on Wednesday, going to be 35 tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Lovely to see you, by the way.
Yep. That really is air conditioning territory, that.
That is, isn't it? That's like, yeah.
I'm tempted to actually arrange for someone to come and paint the outside of our house white.
Says the bloke who can't be bothered to clean his own cooker. But that's all right. Get someone out to clean your cooker whilst you're there, mate. You'll be well away. Not going to let it go.
You wouldn't trust me up a ladder painting thing, or just up a ladder at all. So
the fault of you doing any form of manly DIY sends shivers down my spine. That's a bigger twitch than if I said to PJ, touch the bluey car.
Hey, I did do all the what do you call it, preservatives on our fence and stuff, and wood structures on the outside. And that was a manly thing to do.
Andy's in from Quinstars saying hello. Hello, Andy. How you doing, mate? Lovely to see you. I hope you're keeping well and all of that. So what them on for now?
Oh, so good that.
What's that?
Hey, me drink. So refreshing.
It's almost a shame to have to take this all apart, but luckily these are pretty straightforward to get together and get apart. So
that's the beauty. It comes apart, but then you put it all back together again, and it comes even better.
Yeah, it'll all get glued together as well when it gets posed. Because
what have you been thinking about poses? Anything?
No, not till it's built. Because as you know, I like to build them and let them talk to me. It's difficult when you haven't built it. Yeah.
No, but you didn't have any ideas in mind.
No, that would be pre-preparation and planning. I don't do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Let's have a looky at the next wave of bits. But no, nothing's really struck me yet. I don't want to do the generic standing there with its arms and legs splayed like the instruction sheet pose, because you know, that's been done to death in it, let's be honest. So
yeah, you want an action pose, don't you?
yeah, I like to have them sort of either taking a step, kneeling down, or something. A bit like my Halo Master Chief, I had him sort of walking up some rocks.
Mr. Chief, sir.
Just to give him a little bit of momentum.
Momentumiums. Why would I give him a farty little dagger when I gave him a dirty great bolt pistol? Come on now. Come on now, Warhammer peoples. Don't be silly. Maybe a wolf priest, but he still has to have a dirty great big gun.
All the guns, big guns, and all of that.
Oh, yeah. Deep, 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 deep.
One of them.
What's everybody been up to this week then? Anything interesting you've been doing in your lives? In your free time? Anything occupying your moments?
Yeah, we need to know all of the things.
Yeah. I've been doing lots of Stalker 2, so that's what I've been doing. You've been doing lots of filming, haven't you?
I have.
And stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I had the world's largest part work box turn up during the week as well for Batmobile.
He sent me a picture and I'm like, oh, all these boxes. I'm like, wow, it's just, yeah.
The fact that it was on a sack truck, you know what I mean? The guy's like, yeah, it's not the usual size today, mate. And I went, oh, you must be pleased to see me then.
I remember when the Millennium Falcon big box turned up, and that was the one with like the display stand in it, the wall mount, and that was half the size of the box you sent me.
It was a bit beefy, but
what was the big one on the Dodge? I think it was like the centre of the body shape.
Yeah, Eleanor's was quite big. I mean, obviously, I've got the 1/6 scale body shell to arrive yet, so that's gonna.
Yes.
Batman was quite surprising.
A significant dimension. Excuse me. My printer is going well, Colin, says Andy. And Pi working great.
Brilliant.
Thanks for your help with that.
All right, mate.
Good, PJ Lewis. Hopefully see you over the weekend.
Oh, that's good to know, mate.
Yes. You are the resident 3D printer guru. We know.
No, I defer to James. He's the expert.
Well, he's a professional printer, isn't he?
Yeah, James and Panzer. They're the professionals. I know nothing. I'm just a...
You're doing it for pleasure, not business.
Yeah, it's never my intention.
I can't get that mobile line off. Do not defy me.
Defiance.
It is defying me. It tasks me. It tasks me.
Vexes you, it does.
It is vexing me. Don't forget, folks, if you want me to shut up, all you need to do is a super chat saying, shut up, Fox. And for every £1, I shut up for 1 minute. So super chat for £1 and I'll just go and have a cup of tea. Have me dinner.
Bag of sand, bag of sand.
Bag of sand. Don't forget the old man. But yes, just remember to put shut up Fox in there to make me shut up.
Bless
Otherwise,
them.
I never will. I never will.
Yeah, but that's just your insecurities.
Yeah. It's a pistol or a plasma pistol? I can't even tell.
Drop them off in a moment. I've got to lose the nuts.
Over the past week, says Connor, I'll say that again. I'll totally start that one again. Flip my lenses up. Over the past week, I was away racing last weekend and I went to the Formula One movie today. Other than that, it has been all schoolwork. Stay in school, kids. PJ says to Andy, still dealing with health issues, but might pop in Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else have you been up to, folks? What have you been keeping you busy all week?
Yeah, on a serious note, Paige, I hope you're doing a bit better, mate. And
yeah,
hit me up if you need to. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
Clean them sanders off. We need our PJ. We need our PJ.
Mm-hmm.
Be firing on all cylinders.
Yep. Peach is required.
Keeps us in check, mate.
Oh, God, yeah. Where's the there?
I did do one of my Festa stabbities during the week, though.
Oh, did you know?
Yeah. I twitched whilst holding my scalpel, as you can see, and I may have gone very... Yeah. So they had to whop the quartery in there and give it a...
There's nothing worse because they hurt so much and you can't put plasters on them.
No, that was it. It was
shit. Oh, I can't put a plaster on that.
Right. Because obviously bleeding is an issue.
Yes.
And it was 4 hours and it was still pumping like a good one, you know, and it's like, So I quickly did a zoom and said, look, I've had a twitchy stab at it. And I went, okay, is H there? I went, yeah, we'll just come down and we'll zap that for you. And
what do they do? Cauterize it?
Yeah, that's what I just said to you. They stick the quartery in it, Fox.
All right.
See, this is what I mean. I'm talking to myself tonight, folks. I
don't know what a quarter is.
Yeah, is my microphone working?
I heard you say that, but I don't know what a quarter is. So.
Yeah.
It didn't register as that.
No, I just wondered if my mic had packed up because, I'm talking. Honest.
Well, I've learned a word today, haven't I?
Yeah, quartery. Yeah, it's like it's like a very thin pen with a hot tip on the end, and they just.
Yeah. I see, I've learned a word today.
I use them in surgery a lot as well because I know that because Richard, when he was doing my spine fusion, was constantly quartery. In the end, I said to him, what is a quarter? And he showed us because.
Yeah.
So what's it for? He said, if you've got a bleeder, capillaries that are bleeding as you're opening up a wound or a surgical site, you just give it a tap.
Yeah. And it sorts that chisel out.
Yeah, it just stops the surgical site filling up with blood and gore and
Mm-hmm.
And then the body just bypasses it as part of the healing process.
Yes.
So they stopped at the point when I said, "Can I have a go?"
No,
you can't do that, you Burke.
You'd be like, Festa, you'll put a turret on it.
Yeah.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Yeah.
Been an update for Stalker 2. They've given us a couple of new weapons.
Oh, right.
I'm absolutely loving it because one of them's a bolt action Mosin Nagant rifle.
Right.
And I don't know why, but I always find it much more fun if you give me a weapon that doesn't have like a 20-round magazine and fast reload. If you give me something with a 5-round clip that takes forever to reload, I just enjoy it more because I've got to be more careful.
So you've been running around with your weapon in your hand.
Exactly.
Shocking soldiers.
My big long weapon.
See where I'm going?
I see where you're going with that one.
I love the world you live in. It's full of myth and mire, isn't it? My big long weapon.
I don't know why. It's just like I'd rather have a slow weapon that requires me to be a bit more careful.
You can imagine a middle-aged man running around in his boxer shorts with a walnut whip in his hand. That's the image you need to think about.
Wait, what? I don't even understand any of that. What?
Yeah.
None of that makes any sense. What?
The need to explain. Yeah. Sure, the audience will understand.
Yes, I'm sure they do. I'm like, walnut whip. Where are we done? Where are we up to? Where are we up to? I was up to somewhere. Chat. It's Aurora says, it's improved since I got my nose done. Then it was basically a long match that gets it lit and shoved up the nostril. I was 5 when I had that done 40 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. A real man would have just poured the gunpowder from a bullet in and set fire to it.
Now, see, don't go giving me ideas.
Yeah.
Connor says, what are your thoughts on Yamaha special limit? I haven't watched the MotoGP quali or anything yet, mate. So I'll let you know once I've watched it, buddy. Because I should be watching that tomorrow. I should be watching today's free practice, same with the F1, and then all the MotoGP. I'll be binge watching it on Saturday, mate. So, yeah. But at least one good thing. I now know that Yamaha have got a new livery, so... Yeah, so I'll have a look, mate. I'll let you know. If it's their original retro livery, then, yeah, that'll be fine. The old... yellow and black and the white and black. I used to like that, but knowing Yamaha, they've probably gone for one that not many people really like. Because,
do you know all I can think about right now is liver and onions? Because you keep saying livery.
Yeah. Paul says his PC broke, unable to replace it, still haven't got back into building. Yeah. Yeah, I've got that coming up with the death of Windows 11 support, so...
Oh, yeah, I got a thing from it for today.
Yeah. They're trying to do a thing where if you log into your Xbox account or your Microsoft account, they'll give you some additional support. How true that is, I don't know, but
yeah,
there is an email doing the rounds, apparently. I haven't had it yet. I think they're trying to do what they did with Windows 11, and basically you have to use your Microsoft account. You want to be nosy and police and monitor everything you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still say that operating systems will end up as a subscription module. Just see it. That's desperately what they want in it, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny, but if you had to pay a tenner a month for Windows, I'm sorry, but I wouldn't do that.
No. I mean, you've already got things like Microsoft 365, whatever it is, that's a subscription thing, isn't it? And you've got,
yeah,
I think it is. And you've got things like Photoshop, which is now no longer a chunk of software, it's online.
Yeah.
No. So
which annoys me, because back in the day, I used to pay a lot of money for my Photoshop, my Adobe suite, because, that's what you did. And then it went subscription model. I'm like, you've had all that money off me for software, and then you go and do that. It's like, now taking the mickey.
The mick is being taken.
Extracting one's mic out.
The thought of Fox's walnut whip is enough to get counselling.
Exactly, sir. I told you people in the chat would know what I was on about.
I'm clearly not averse of this.
No, it's Google it. Slang. Yeah. It's not slang, it's actually a thing.
I'm not going to regret looking it up, am I?
Yeah. As soon as you see it, you'll know exactly what I meant.
Okay.
But the need to explain makes the joke no longer relevant. It's like, yeah. Sting up that.
It's meant to be a throwback to their 1999 World SBK.
Oh, right. Okay, so that's round about the Biaggi checker era, yeah? If I'm thinking rightly, so yeah. Was that the red livery? I'm trying to remember, but yeah, around that era, I'm thinking Biaggi and checker for some reason. Don't know why. Showing me age now. I used to like the old Kenny Roberts livery, Yamaha, that era. It's back to the days of the 500 cc's, and it's just like 10-year-old Festas stood there just watching these bikes come roaring by, getting a big old waft of the exhausts. Oh.
Back in them days, it was all cafe racers bikes, wasn't it?
Yeah, people say, what got you into bikes? It's like, oh. It's funny when you think back, straw bales as safety barriers around Silverstone with like cycles full of two-stroke. Yeah. But that's how it was back in the day.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the same today, but I remember as a kid, like watching like rallies, and they'd have the crowd right on the edge of the rally track.
Yeah, still the same.
Yeah, dear Lord. And there's always a crash at some point. But, oh yeah, we need to review that. And they never did.
Oh, the car's got into the crowd again. It's like, yeah, it happens every year.
Yes, that's it. White and red with black accents.
Yeah, there you go. Right, have you a bit of that? Oh. I've got to have a swing and see. I've got throat dry and Gandhi's flip-flop.
Get it swigged. Nothing new in chat. Sure I've not missed anything? No, don't think so. I don't know why, but like, Space Wolves, I'm just, for some reason, I'm in sort of really, really slow, careful mode the last few times I've been filming. Quite nice because I'm taking my time with it. But I'm actually enjoying it.
That's the key.
Clean up. Yeah.
You know, I mean, these, they pretty much have thrown the bits in, yeah, they'll build themselves, you know what I mean? But
it's like, I may not be a keen assembler, but I don't mind doing the cleanup and stuff and things like miniatures. And it's like, if you enjoy it, make it last longer. Nothing wrong with that. I like going slow.
Slow and methodical always makes you smile. That's what I do.
Slow and steady wins the race. Flood the cowling, plenty of it.
Flood the cowling.
If anybody out there, if you've not watched them, I do recommend you go subscribe to James May's YouTube channel. James's Gin. He's got a brand. He's got a gin brand. He started a gin brand.
What's he doing? Slow gin or just regular gin?
Regular gin. He's got various different stuff, but he does loads of stuff on the channel. All kinds of different. He still does like the how to make different sandwiches thing.
Yeah.
But every now and then he reviews like celebrity alcohol drinks. But it's funny because every time it's like, if it's not a gin, he might like it. Every time it's a gin, his reactions are priceless.
Yeah.
Being that he's obviously a competitor.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Gets a bit Ted, does he, with the gin?
Oh yeah.
Drunk off-air Ted is legendary.
It is indeed.
We have experienced drunk off-air Ted, and yeah, we were pretty impressed, weren't we? It was so fun.
It is something that, yeah, if you do get to experience it, it certainly is the absolute utter privilege.
No one could get anything done because we was just in bits because, some of the Tedisms that were coming out, because he was proper off his tree, wasn't he? He was, well gone, mate. He was proper sozzled.
Yeah. He'd been on the sauce. Was it around Christmas time? I can't even remember now.
It was over the Christmas period, wasn't it? It was the because we all got together to try to ascertain what we was going to do with our E-Models Christmas build, and
that was right.
Ted come in and he was 3 sheets to the wind when he first came in. By the time he left, well, how he got down that loft hatch, I don't know. Was he at that place or was he still in his old model making?
No, I think he was in his.
He was in his new place, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like,
maybe he just slept in the loft.
I think Mrs. Ted was at her friend's, wasn't she?
Yes.
She was somewhere and Ted was home alone with the gin.
Which is never a good idea.
And he came in and he was absolutely muntered, mate.
Yep, he was well sozzled. He was just nicely, basically.
It started off with us going, did Ted just say grown-up words? He was, at one point, there may have been song.
Yep.
Well, in Ted's world, he was singing, but yeah.
It's like, my lord, Ted is tired and emotional.
It's so
As
funny.
the old saying goes.
And then he sits there and he goes, better not have too much because I don't want to get myself pickled.
Yeah, you've crossed that bridge, Ted.
Yeah, you're past that stage, mate. But he wouldn't have it, would he? He wouldn't have it that he was 3 sheets. It's like that.
Like, Ted, have you got a tube you can breathe into, mate?
So funny. We didn't see it for days, did we? Didn't he? He did look worse for wear when he came in to do the E-models, wasn't it? It was like, you're right, Ted.
He did.
I've had better days, he says. He's still recovering, Ted.
Days. What gets me is that none of us thought to actually record any of it. That's the
I
real
wish
shame.
we had, because,
I think we were just too, like, gobsmacked and just amused and too busy just, like,
it would have been the world's best ammo, because if he was being defiant, Ted, we could have just threatened to submit the video evidence to Mrs. Ted.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so we kind of missed the thing. Dorkosaurus is in. Hello, Colin Fox, everyone in Chatland. Hope everybody's doing well. Hello, Dorks. How you doing, buddy? Lovely to see you.
Been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, nice to see you, and all of that.
You do, I love you.
Yeah, so we got a bit of that. So what's that? Just giving us options.
Pearl and Dean, go away.
Okay. So what's that?
Options. The fool.
Yeah.
Foolish fool. To give Festa options. I rule the day.
Who's in there?
Actually,
Actually, you can have a
hi to Dorkosaurus.
Slightly taller one. Right. So this gets into posage, I take it. Let's have a looky pops.
Gentlemen, arrange your poses. 600 or 6,000?
It says 13 or 17.
800. There you go.
13's quite short. 17's a bit taller. I suppose that's if you want it to be prominent, proud, stood proud. I've got to go with the taller one because why not? It's the one I got in my hand.
The taller one, folks.
Yeah, one I got in my hand. So, yeah.
He wants it to stick out.
I'm wrong with that.
He wants it to stand proud.
A bit of that in there.
Okay, I don't have a 600. Okay, that's fine. Or is that a 6? That's a...
Use some of that. D-dubs. Everyone saying hello to dogs because they're wonderfully nice people.
Chernobyl rains. Right. That goes on there like that, does it? I see.
Yeah.
How does this attach? Now, is this going to be a problem when I put the pauldrons on? Do I need to do that bit first? Are you going to back me down into a corner, James Workshop? Again.
Have you a bit of that?
Oh, there's 2 halves of it. Oh, okay. Okay. Get them off. B15 and B14. Aurora says you've been at the Blue Pills again. Stand by your beds.
All the beds, so many beds.
Don't forget the old man.
Doing the same with that. Yeah. Is it the blue or is it the red pill? What's the rest of you got planned for your weekends then, folks?
Yes.
Because we do need to know.
Cards. We're very nosy. We don't get out much, so we like to.
We need to know all of the things.
Yeah.
Not some of the things, but all of them.
Every single thing there is to know, we need to know. There it is. There it is. 600. I knew I had one.
I'm going with all of this D-nubbing on this, and a bit of rubber covers all of this up. But it's the process, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's what we do, isn't it?
Yeah, and the thing is with Gumpler, Sod's Law says it's the one nub you think, that'll be fine, I'll leave that one. And when you build, it's the one nub you can see, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, but like I just said, it's covered with rubber, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, unless you can see through rubber, yeah.
You would go like that once.
Yeah, you bet the wife. Yeah, don't say that.
This video will not be available in the archive later on.
Yeah, should we go, oh, really now? Yeah, words to that effect.
Oh, ping. I might try to get a couple of hours on the bench, so I might pop into the Zoom, says Bill.
Oh, nice one, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get in there at some point over the weekend. Bit of that.
A little bit of that.
So we got that.
How was that knob?
And we got that.
Do to get a big mole line. Hello.
One at the bottom. Which is that one.
So you're going to be doing your racing this weekend, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll be doing the MotoGP and the Formula 1. Getting me knee down.
Getting your knee down, yeah?
Happy days.
Not sure what my weekend will be other than best talk 2, of course. Obvs.
Yeah, of course you will. Be straight at the Xbox, you know you will.
Yeah.
I bet when you go to bed, there's a controller near or around your pillow, isn't there?
No. But I do have dreams sometimes where it's like in first person mode. Obviously,
but
really?
I'm like,
kind of shooting aliens and stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is great because it's like free video games.
Yeah. Oh, bless you.
Except, of course, being a dream, if it's a gun, it never works.
No.
Right. Aurora says, should have Ivy come over in the morning for the weekend, trying a new burger combination out. Southern fried quarter pounder chicken burger, a beef quarter pounder, bacon, cheese, tomato and sauce. That sounds really good.
Oh, no, mate. Yeah, road trip then.
I think we'll need an extra quarter pounder burger on there.
Yeah, definitely a road trip.
Mm-hmm. I haven't had any dinner yet, so I've got no idea what I can have later.
Yeah, gammon steak. Oh, I'm looking forward to polishing that bad boy.
So jealous.
It's like, oh, yeah.
I don't have a thing of Bombay potatoes. I could rustle up some rice and have like Bombay potatoes and rice.
There you go.
Nice. Although it's a lot more effort than just making a sandwich. Bill says there's a sticky pillow joke in there somewhere, but there might be ladies present. Does this attach then? That goes on there, and that goes on there. What? Huh? It goes on. There. Oh, I see. No, I don't. Yes, I do.
You see all the things.
I see nothing apparently. Or that goes. What? That goes What is this?
Right way
This
up.
the bin.
Just double check that.
Ah, there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, that mate. Oh, we're in. We're in. I'm in.
We're in there.
I'm in. Psst, psst. Right, I'm in.
Just double
where it
check
needs
that
to
I've
be.
done that right. It goes up that way. Yeah, just that way round.
This one, we'll need to do the same on the other side. Ah, that's making sense. There.
Now the bite, it makes sense, he says.
There. Das ist richtig. Oops. Quick sand.
Yeah, with his sticky pillar joke. I dread. Yeah.
Yes.
You're a bad man.
Downside.
You're a bad man, Bill.
Yes. One downside of doing these streams is if I've not had my dinner before we start, I can guarantee the way chat is that I'll be starving by the end of it.
Oh, yeah, proper Hank Marvin.
Yeah, by the way the conversation always goes. And everybody's saying what they're having for the dinner. And it's like, oh, I'm starving now. I always come away with thoughts of things like steak and gammon and big prime ribs, and I end up having like a sandwich. The reality never lives up to it.
I tease him with a picture of me dinner, and he's like, damn you.
Oh, I've got some muesli.
Yeah, that's normally, that's normally what happens.
Well, the thing is, it's like, I could eat my dinner earlier, but the way the schedule works out is that I'd usually have something to eat after we've finished. Because I'm up till 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning anyway. And but by that time in the night, I can't be bothered making something.
No.
It's going to be whatever I can open and eat. So it's always like, I need to order like a 64 pack of like pot noodles or something.
Yeah, you would as well.
You know, a couple of days supply, you know.
Aurora says, should have Ivy over in the morning. Nice one.
Mm-hmm.
August just took an apple crisp out of the oven. Dinner tonight was pork tenderloin and a corn squash from the grill. Quite good. Nice one.
God, it's even more hungry. I love squash. I might have a little tub of potato salad in the fridge. Ooh, I can get that with some cashew nuts. That's a good crunchy thing to eat, to nibble on.
Anything to get your nuts out?
Hey, I never hesitate to put my nuts in my... Wait, no, stop. Let's start that one again.
Right, let's get a bit of that going on.
Deedly.
So we want some of those.
Can't go wrong with nuts from hand to mouth.
Pair of those.
What makes it even worse is my next door neighbours, they always have the most divine cooking smells coming out from their house all day.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it's like, I just spend the entire day thinking about meat dishes. Because all I can smell is like curries and beef and steak. And
So you're saying you like smelling meat?
Hey, I like a bit of nice. I can't say I can deny a nice smelling meat. Nice smelling piece of meat. Dee. Oops.
Well, so let's do it that way.
The wolfy tail, which is very small.
Right. Use some of that. Letter of you. That's that one. But it's that one.
Is it that one?
Yeah, old man vision. Vexes me. Right. It's about an I-16.
There's always at least one part on a gunpla kit that you have to hunt for.
Oh, no, it's not been able to see the bloody sprue letters, mate.
Oh, right.
That's what I said, old man vision, mate.
Old man vision. Yeah.
Is there an echo?
Echo. I
16.
must admit, the days are long gone for me reading any kind of ingredients on food packaging. Forget it.
Oh, mate, yeah, it's. I take a picture of the label with me phone and zoom in on the photo.
That's what I do. If I haven't taken me modelling lenses down with me.
And then the thing is, I do it on my iPad because it's zoom bigger. Yeah, and H is like, we really need to get you down and get your eyes done. Yeah. Just one of those we just never get round to doing moments, isn't it?
They always print the cooking instructions so small, and they always print them on like the stupidest background colours, like white font on the light grey background. It's like, what?
Yeah, why do you do that?
Dark grey text on a slightly darker grey background. Really? You're just taking the mickey now.
Desperately trying not to make sprue rummaging noises, and I've got the world's most slipperiest sprues.
It's quite a nice noise, actually. It's quite nice. It sounds like Lego, bizarrely.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it sounds like Lego being rustled. Good, nice sound.
Yeah. It's
a good ASMR sound. Right. Pauldron's done. Time to activate pauldron stickage.
Pauldron stickage.
Get arrested for that nowadays.
That's what we did there.
Yeah.
I reckon we can get. Okay.
It's going together so nicely.
Number 6. It's that one. Apologies, I'm off shot. It's just, I'm having to see the numbers with old man eyes, so I'm sitting here with the sprue pretty much touching the tip of my nose at the moment.
Yeah, I've had to do that.
I was doing some wiring and the microscope really came into its own.
Oh, yeah. I can bet.
Yeah.
I still need to get one of those.
Yeah, it's the world's smallest electrical.
Yes, the modelling microscope available now in Festas store.
Check it out. That's how small the connector is.
Oh dear Lord, that's part of the tiny little LED things or something. Or...
Yeah, let's try and get that to zoom in. But...
Oh dear God.
There's 4 wires in that bad boy.
That's just nonsense.
And it's like, yeah. So the microscope was broken out there. I mean, look at that. That is tiny, isn't it? I mean, big dog. And you sit there and you ridiculous. Go, why? Why do they have to make them that bloody little?
And then they make it that small, so when you're trying to connect that to the thing, the chance of actually breaking the connectors is massive because they're so tiny and weak.
That's why it was getting resoldered, because Captain Switch, he was like, they had one wire poking out. It's like, damn it. So yeah, I had to repair it.
Like when I was putting my graphics card and my NVMe stuff into my PC, I was so nervous that these little delicate components would just be snapped, all the little connectors and stuff. I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's tiny.
Yeah, they're a little bit more substantial than that. That's off of a floppy, flexible PCB trace. And it's like, yeah. And I must admit, the microscope, I've had it a while, as you know, and it came out into its own because I was sitting here, I had the Optivisor and my magnifiers on, and it was slippery head syndrome. I'm like, why am I doing this? I've got a bloody microscope there.
I've got my telescope, modelling telescope.
And then it was, yeah. And the beauty is, not only did I have the microscope monitor there, I had it connected via USB, so it was on the big computer screen as well. And it's like, now Pete can say I've got big hands.
I could have really done with one of those microscopes when I was painting that Adeptus Sororitas lady for Nim's build.
Yes.
Dear Lord, the detail on that was so tiny.
It may come out when I'm doing the grot tanks. Yeah. because
oh yeah, grot tanks, yes.
if you remember rightly, I 3D printed the baby grot tanks, the little icky, yeah, as well. So
they're so cool.
Oh, they're going to get dug out. They're going to have a bag of grot tanks ready because the eagle-eyed will have noticed Pimpage coming here. You're going to be so proud now.
Yes, go on.
The eagle-eyed may have noticed on my channel that I have popped on the Wednesday live stream.
Yeah.
First week of each month is going to be the Warhammer Wednesday because I came up with the name and I kind of like the sound of it. And it's like, yeah, I try and utilise that in my repertoire.
Yep.
So we're going to be doing that, and then obviously we're looking at doing a Wednesday group show. Either each week in between, or I might do the Warhammer Wednesday, have a Wednesday off, then do the group show. Wednesday off, then a Warhammer show, and do it that way. I'm undecided yet. I need to get together with me Zoom channel buds in one of the Zoom hangouts so that we can come up with an idea as to who's going to be on. Only stipulate, decent audio and video because, it's for the viewers at the end of the day. That's the only criteria is, people need to be able to see and hear what we're doing. I might rotate it so that everyone gets a go because any more than 6 people gets, matchbox size screen. So we need to sit and just play a bit of chit chat and see what's what and who's interested, who isn't. And, if it's, if it turns out that it's going to be like a dozen people on there, then I might have to just say, how about we rotate it? Some come on that week, some come on the next one. And
or we just, hang in the green room and rotate round during the show or whatever.
Yeah, that's it, but I've not had a chance to sit and hang out with people and that because every time we've got to do something's kind of come up. And this week it was Mum, so kind of been a bit preoccupied with sorting the meter.
Yep.
Stubborn that she is.
Oh, yeah.
She got grassed up the Winnie. Because I'm a git. Yeah, I said I would. It's like, she's got a phone call from Winnie coming tomorrow, so she's going to be proper rattled.
The thing is, right, if you knew somebody who committed a crime, you could. I think Winnie is like the universal threat. If somebody, like, you can imagine a copper there saying, if you do that again, we'll have to grass you up to Auntie Winnie.
There's been a big trial going on, hasn't there? And I'm not going to trivialise the severity of the case because that would be in poor taste. But if it was something like, I don't know, someone's pinched something from a shop, they was sentenced to a tongue lashing from Winnie.
Yep.
Winnie was not amused.
I sentenced you to 6 hours of Winnie.
Yeah, you've got to go and explain yourself to Winnie.
Then again, if it was something nicked from a shop, that probably wouldn't actually be the right idea.
I think even the judge would confess to something if he was having to be in the same room, Yeah, I might have been speeding, madam. Oh, wishing now. Yeah. Winnie does the best skippy, cold, silent expression I've heard. You know that? As they shake their head slowly with their arms folded. And you just melt. I do. I'm useless. I lose graciously against Winnie.
Yeah, you couldn't use her on shoplifters though.
No.
Because she'd just give them advice.
I've been lucky in life because I've always been the apple of her eye. I don't know why, but I've been able over the years to pretty much get away with everything. It's very rare that she's gone, really? We need to have a word. Yeah, everyone else, she's on them like a vulture. I seem to get a free pass, and people have said to her, how comes you don't tell... What I do or what I don't do is none of your... Yeah, she gets all defensive, and it's like... makes weird. That's all right, love. Would you like to have a bit of Battenberg? Oh, thank you.
I'm another Garibaldi. There you go.
Yeah. It's ironic, as big as I am, and that the last time I saw Winnie, she still came up and gave me a cheek chuck and a pat on the head. It's like, It's
Assuming, of course, she's about 3 foot tall as well, which makes it even better.
yeah, she's a little bit taller than Mum. Oh, yeah, and Fox has seen my micro mum, so he knows, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Micro mum is definitely the word.
Yeah. Oh, she is so tiny. Oh. Don't be fooled, though, folks. Don't be fooled. Yeah.
Yeah. Festa's mum is tiny and adorable and looks as if butter wouldn't melt. But yeah.
Yeah. My little micro mum. Oh, bless her. She's funny. A bloody cow, though, when she gets the hump.
Thing is, when we get to that age, we'll be legally allowed to be grumpy.
Oh, mate, she has had one of the best wibbles this week I've heard out of her in years.
Oh, yeah.
And I sniggered at one point because the way she was with her pigeon head, her demeanour, and the F's and Jeffs, I just broke. And it was hilarious. And she, what are you laughing at? Nothing. You carry on, girl. Don't worry about me. But yeah, it's just, yeah. I done nothing.
Especially when it's,
yeah.
Especially when it's coming from like a tiny little old lady.
Yeah, full-blown pigeon head. But yeah, she's been a bit downtrodden this week. She's not well again, and
no. It does make me sad that I'll probably never meet Winnie and your mum.
Yes, you've seen Winnie and my mum.
Yeah, I'll probably never meet them. That's a shame.
Yeah, look,
it would be a life experience.
Micro mum, tiny. Yeah, it's a little micro mum.
Yeah, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by the you know.
Yeah, my little micro mum. It's those of us that have still got a parent alive that, you know, I mean, I'm what, 58 now, mum's 85. And those of us that have a parent of that age, we all feel the same sort of sense of, it's a shame to see them get old and frail, innit? And yeah, it just leaves you feeling a little bit sad, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's me, because I remember my mum at her spirited best, giving the world and putting the world to rights with the best of them. And suddenly they become this little frail little old lady. And
yeah,
it's sad. It leaves a lump in my throat, if I'm honest. And I'm a realist. I know that day will come, and I've accepted that. But still your mum, innit?
Yeah, we were talking earlier on, and it was, you know, we were talking about how it's, you know, it's weird for, like, with me and with Festa. I see my mum every day because I'm living here with mum anyway.
Yes.
So I don't notice mum get slower and less mobile and so on as much, whereas Festa sees his mum once every now and then. So obviously, if there's a change, it's instant. It's like instant. You can see the difference.
I see her once a month on average, and it is noticeable. It's a bit like Queen Elizabeth, where, you know, in the final years she wizened, didn't she?
Yeah.
I've seen she's lost a lot of weight. It's just not herself compared to, you know. And it's all part of getting old, I know, but it's still sad, isn't it? Because they're your mum. You only get one mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with Mama Wolf, it's in a little way, it's kind of lucky because with her, it's mostly mobility. She just got slower and slower.
Yeah.
And other issues as well, but that's the most noticeable thing. She looks the same. She's still, like, you know, 4 foot tall, but she's got a lot slower now. So whereas she used to be up and down the stairs all the time, now she can get herself to the loo and back. And that's bad. It's like, it's a shame.
It is, because you want them to bounce back to their former self, but to them that's normal, you know. I mean, my mum, she reminisces every now and then because she's like, oh, wasn't that long ago that I could do that. Now I'm walking around with a frame, you know, who'd have thought it? And then she gets aggravated with herself, and that's when we have to sort of keep an eye on her because of her blood pressure spikes. You know, she's had a couple of strokes already, and we've got to keep keep her as chilled as we can, but
Yeah, unstressed and
it was difficult
low-key.
this week because, you know, she's had some tests and some results, and they haven't gone her way. And oh, that's it. You know, she's got the right Harris on now. And
yeah,
and it's like calm down and try to keep her as chilled as we can, but also discuss with her options and things. And it can be difficult when she's having a full-blown wobbler, but she calmed down in the end. I thought, right, blah, 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 blah. What do you think? Yeah, I'll go with that. There you go. Did you see the darts? What did you think of this? What did you think of that? You just move on to something else, don't you?
yeah.
But you do have to get serious questions answered at certain points, don't you?
Mm. Yeah, and they get to that age and they don't want to talk about things like that. No, it almost becomes, with Mama Wolf, it's sometimes almost childlike. Like, it's like, you know, when you try and talk about something that's important, and she'll be like a small child. No, don't talk about that. No.
Aurora says, if Fox ever met Winnie, I can imagine her sitting there roasting him. First thing she'd do is go, right, you, that time you called me a magpie, what did you mean? Of course, he'd be going, and she'd look at me, wink, and go, yeah, because she'd be messing with him, see? So, because she does that. She tortures people that haven't met her.
Oh, yeah.
And she makes them feel uncomfortable, but she doesn't mean it. It's just that's her game, you know. She's messing with someone.
Silly game.
Yeah, it's like, look at him squirm, she goes.
Oh, I'd probably just sit there and go, well, let's see what's behind that door over there, shall we?
Yeah, but yeah, a bit like when he meets H, you know. Dave used to do that all the time. Hello, Mrs. W, you're looking well. So really, what are you after?
Yeah, what are you trying to get out of it?
Yeah.
I finished the dude.
Oh, nice one.
And we've got half an hour to go yet.
Oh,
That
mate.
must be a record.
Proud of you, soldier.
Are you proud of me?
Oh, yeah.
Dee. Although for some reason right now, stuck in my head is not the Pearl and D music anymore. It's now the Season 2 Space 1999 theme, which is terrible.
Oh, right, yeah.
I don't. It's a travesty. It's a travesty. We don't talk about Season 2.
Season 2, I didn't realise there was one because I've never watched it.
Yeah, it's the one with Maya and stuff. It's
Yeah,
the
no.
theme tune is terribleness.
No, it stopped at Season 1 for me.
Yep. Right, so I finished this dude. I'll hold him up for the camera. He's only lightly super glued to the base, so I can take him off again for painting. He's got this great helmet. His helmet is actually a wolf skull. And he's got a hood on. And he's a what is he?
He's got a hood on his what?
Oh, he fell off. You made him fall off now. He's got a hood on his bits.
I'm so childish, but I don't care.
He's got a hooded what's it? Yeah, so there you go. He'd probably fall off again. So he's a wolf priest.
Yeah.
The thing with Space Wolves is whatever the nomenclature, it's always got the word wolf in it.
Yeah.
It's a bit ridiculous, really. It's taken to an extreme sometimes. Right, he needs a bit more super glue to stay on.
Chaos Aurora says, Fox is a little premature tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I zigged when I should have zagged.
Yeah.
Right, I need you to stick on there, but not too much. Right. It's the thing, right? When you actually want to glue something with super glue together, it's a nightmare because you're there going, because you want it just sets instantly. You can't maneuver things around. But when you want to just not do that, you don't have to move stuff. It never sticks. I'm kind of glad they brought out Deathcore in plastic because I hated making them in resin. Making the arms was a nightmare.
Saw a load of them on Cromlech as well. Got thinking of big project, and it's like, oh, that one, that's it, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it, big gun. Oh yeah, look, that's it as well. It's like, damn it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be so good.
It's like, yeah. So pretty much Alder Krieg. Yeah. It's like,
Nothing wrong with that.
yeah. Didn't spend anything, but There may be
It's all there,
a
ready-
rather
ready and
large
waiting.
wish list that is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dee.
So we've got a bit
I
of
must
that
have
going
another
on, a
bucket
bit
of
of that.
comic site. Not that I can afford anything at the minute, but I'm
No, that's it. That's why I had a look, but it's like, yeah, I can't get anything because.
Bill says to Aurora, that's what she said. When he said that, I was a little premature. What do you mean little? What do you mean little?
Have you some of that?
Have you some of that?
So we got that,
Now.
that, and that.
I'll have a nice collection of Space Wolf bits when I finish these guys.
Oh, nice one.
Put in my Space Wolf bits bag.
Powers of deduction is going to go through there.
Powers of deduction. Are you using the little grey cells, dear boy? Little grey cells?
Yeah. Yeah, it's possible.
Hastings?
It's funny, all of these have got to have access panels and bolts and stuff added to them, and it's like,
Ooh, nice.
why do I do this to myself? It's like,
Are you going to have to get the rivet tool out and make yourself a load of rivets?
yeah.
That's something you're going to put off to the last possible minute, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But
number
yeah,
of times
there's
I
going
thought,
to be loads of bolts and rivets made because
yeah. Do you need me to make you any little round? You've got the hex ones, haven't you? Do you need me to make you any round ones?
I can do, mate. Yeah, I'll do you a tub of X's.
I did start doing some, and then I knocked it over and they all fell out.
Yeah, I did, and then I lost the will to live, and it was like,
Yeah. Now we know why Wendy was so keen to sell us those rivet.
yeah. We both ended up doing half a pot and was like, yeah, I've had enough of that now.
I know most of the guys will know this, but for those that don't, Wendy Hickson had a rivet making kit, a couple of them. So we said to her, we'll pay you money if you'll make us some rivets. So she very kindly made us a couple of packs of rivets, a few packs of rivets. And then we started running out. So we said to her again, would you do us some more? And it was like, can I just sell you the kit? Because I really don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now we understand why.
That little
Aurora
machine.
says, well, it's what she started to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. So rude.
Those little machines there.
RP Tools ones.
RP tools, rivet, making contraption apparatus of tightness.
Yeah. You've got the
And,
hex ones, haven't you? And I've got the round ones.
Yeah, you got the X ones. And yeah, this is my little 3D printed tool holder and hammer holder. And yeah,
Very nice little set, that.
does all the job that you need it to. But
That's
it's
the
been
best set for
coming
you,
out.
because you've got your orc stuff. So.
Yeah. It's most useful to me, and it's X nuts, isn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah.
The good thing is, though, it's like you can't underestimate or undersell how good those kits are for usage, because whenever I have like a gap in a model, a Warhammer model, for example, a gap in two panels, I can put a little strip of plastic card down like it's a strip of metal on the armour, and then just put some rivets on, and now it's hidden.
Yeah,
amongst
it's
all the other panels, say,
dusted,
on a
isn't
main
it?
blade. Yeah, on a tank or something. You just don't know it's there.
Oh, they are a good thing, mate. They really are.
Tiny collection of Space Wolf bits. Oh, there's a thing. Just not that I'm saying, not that I'm saying that you're down the hole. But how big is your amassed collection of just little bags of bits become over the last couple of years, do you think?
A little bag of what bit?
Warhammer bits. Like, you always end up with bits left over. I've sorted them all into different things like Space Wolves, Space Marines.
I have 2 Bane blades, boxes, and a A4 storage tub full.
Good lad, see? That's how you know you're into Warhammer.
This is why the crokinole, or whatever it's called, which is basically just a large bad moon with arms and legs.
Yeah.
I've got enough greebles where I'm looking at it thinking, I've got loads of styrene sheet. I could potentially scratch build my own.
Yeah. Oh, I know the one you mean now. Yes, I know which one that is.
You know, 3D print resin panels to go on the outside of the styrene. I'd perhaps scratch build it. So, yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. Bill says, and we're back to sticky pillows. Sticky pillows. Now, I hate to disappoint him, but there's no reason for me to use any easy line on this fellow. He doesn't appear to have any issues that need fixing with easy line.
I'm disappointed now.
I know. Bit of pants, that, isn't it?
Kind of get used to you getting your easy line out.
Yeah, I mean, it's the number one sign that I've screwed something up, but
Yeah, well,
it always ends up looking better.
we don't screw things up, dear. We have happy little accidents.
Yeah. We screw them up, but then they become happy accidents because
Yeah.
we integrate things like easy line.
Absolutely. I think Bill's got the mischiefs tonight.
I think he has. I think he's been at the
I do.
slow gin. What do you think?
He's got that devilment in him. I can see it. I'm looking at probably. What are we now? Friday, Saturday. I'm looking at probably. Yeah, during the day, Monday, Bill, if you're about, we'll hit together in Zoom if you want, mate. Because, yeah, I don't think I'm doing any filming Monday, so.
We're not. It's not an e-model show on Monday, is it? Because it's not the first of the month. No.
I don't know. Is it the first week of the month? It might well be, actually. Let's have a look in the calendar.
Monday is the 30th, so it's just not quite.
Oh, right, yeah, so it's a week early, so yeah. Yeah, probably the 30th, because, yeah, we can catch up and see who's interested in the Group Wednesday show and things like that. So I'll make a point of bidding the Zoom on Monday, either during the afternoon stroke early evening, and then, yeah, because I film overnight anyway, so.
You do. He does.
Because, yeah, weekend, I try not to do live streaming or man cave stuff at the weekend now, because H likes me just to sit next door and unwind at the weekend, and I'm not going to argue with her.
He says, sounds good. He's free all day, so it sounds good to him.
Oh, ping me, Bill, when you're ready, mate, yeah? And I'll come and eat the cave, because it's easier for me to do it that way. Because if I sit here, I could be sat here for 3 hours before anyone comes in, and my allotted man cave time has gone then. So ping me when you're about, and then I'll come down and head into the cave, because if I'm not in the cave, I'm 90% of the time I'm upstairs, mate, because it's my life now.
It's my life.
You know, it's like this. I come down solely to do this show. And then that's it. I'll go back and sort of chillax then, because...
Yep. It's chill time.
Yeah, not worried about that rubber at the moment, because this is all coming off when it gets painted, and then I'll go round with this stuff and the super glue will come out and it'll all get adhered, because, yeah, it's a crap fit, let's be honest.
Is it? Oh dear.
Yeah, look, it's a bit...
Yeah, it's not fantastic, is it?
Yeah, for Bandai, that's a bit sugar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit shameful.
Bit shameful. That's the very word, mate.
Shocking.
Yeah, shockingly shameful and all of that.
Shenaniganery.
Yeah, so.
Oof, got burps today, I have. Oof.
I'll cut you with your burpiness. So, yeah, that'll be
really
it. Super glue. Yes, go, carry on.
I was just saying, it's frustrating because my burps taste like delicious meat products, which we don't have any of in the house.
Oh, right, yeah.
So
I might be lucky, actually. That might get pushed together when I put the other bit of his foot on, because there's a base plate. So I'll apologise to Bandai if the base plate makes it fit better.
Yeah, it might come good, you never know.
This is where I'm going to look complete Burt now, isn't it?
It's just like when you complain the Lego piece doesn't fit and then you realise Lego never make mistakes.
Yeah.
I remember watching Will and Norm from Tested.com many years ago, and they did their first ever Lego build. It was over about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And they were building the Death Star and the Super Star Destroyer kits.
Yeah.
And they had this ongoing joke that at some point one of them would always bitch that there was a piece missing.
Yeah.
And the other would always be, no, you know how it works. There's never a piece missing. Lego don't get things wrong. And every single time it turned out, yeah, the piece wasn't missing. They were just wrong.
Well, I was having one of my Eleanor wibbles.
Yeah.
This is what we do when we film the part works, because, I shake a lot, as people know. So for me to do a 10-minute part work video, I probably spent an hour at the bench like a woodpecker trying to get one screw in, And I filmed this particular assembly stage, and I wasn't overtly impressed with that week's parts, because it was like I sat there and I did a lengthy. What this could have done with is this particular thing. It would have finished that off and made it look a hell of a lot better. I discussed it all and aired it and voiced it over with the best of intentions. And the following issue, what I turned up a part that actually did what I was on about. So I quickly went back and re-edited the other footage just to take out the bit where I was at. Because, So those with an eagle eye will notice one of the Eleanor episodes is only about 3 minutes long. Yes, because I took out the 5-minute bit where I was going, what they could have done here is done this, and this. I even had pictures of a real Mustang going, look, it's got this bit up underneath there that hides all of that. Why didn't they come out with that? Next issue, there's 3 bits of carpet set that went up under you.
I heard that on the Iron Man. I can't remember which bit it was now, but there's one part where you've got to put like 2 halves of. It might be the shoulder, 2 halves together. And then there's a bit that goes between them.
Yeah.
But what I neglected to do was read the bit that said, don't worry about the enormous, dirty, great big gap. There's a piece coming in the next issue that will fill that gap.
Yeah, we both do that, don't we?
Yeah. I was like, it's rubbish. I was trying to force it and everything. It's like, I was trying to force this together. It's like, you didn't need to do
don't we have to do the magazine review type thing, I mean, it depends. I mean, I don't know whether because on my NDA, I've got a little section of, include a link, include a quick glossary of the magazine.
Yeah.
And we all have slightly different build criteria. We can't go into much more detail than that because...
Mine was a little bit different, but yes, essentially the same.
Because I often get asked, why do you do yours in single episodes when others do theirs in 4? Because I was asked to. So my contractual obligation is to do single issues, and that's just how they wanted it.
Yeah,
because as they said, some people do it as a box that might have 4 issues, and they went, but we do get a lot of customers that actually want to go in and just watch 1 episode because they're stuck on it. I'd rather watch episodes 44, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. They just want to watch 44. So could you do yours that way? Yeah, of course I will. I'm not going to argue. I'll get it for free at the end of the day.
Yeah, yours was a lot more sort of structured than mine. Mine was more just film some. Mine was like, just film some stuff. We don't need this.
Yeah. So I was like,
filigree with mine.
Well, I stupidly, when I first got reached out by them, was like, look, let me know your requirements and I'll adjust whatever it is to suit what you need. I shouldn't have done that because, I got War and Peace back, and it was like, but they're happy, I'm happy. And, as with my relationship with them, I scored, just over £12,000 worth of free part work. So they must have been happy with my openness. So.
Absolutely. Well, we were dealing with slightly different people anyway, so, but we both did very well out of that. I'm not going to complain.
Absolutely.
We've done very well. PJ says, sorry, buddy, going to have to bail early. Feeling really tired. Speak during the week, perhaps. Thanks for another great stream. Ciao.
Take care, PJ, mate. Thank you very much, mate. And, ciao, check your messenger, mate.
Aurora suggests that I create this chap a whip, but a whip wouldn't really be easy line. That'd be something just sculpting green stuff. And that I just make it look like a sausage. It would just be a sausage if I tried to do that. Remember, I tried to create a poo bag out of green stuff, and it just looked like a lump of green stuff. Like a dog walker's poo bag. It didn't work.
Yeah.
I admire anyone. There's somebody that posts, I think in your group as well as mine. He posted mine, but he basically sculpts miniatures out of green stuff. He makes
the guy who did the big cloak on one of the Warhammer models. He did a full flowing cloak and everything. I'm like, and it had tears in it. It's like, it could really go off some people.
Yeah. But I've tried doing making things out of green stuff, and you can do it, but I can never get the hang of rolling it flat without it sticking to everything it comes in contact with, even if I try wetting it.
Yeah, I did a lot with the Baneblade ammo bags and pouches and, you know, like little satchel type things that the orcs are carrying, little things like that, you know, belts and stuff, you know. But
I can see how it would be good for making like tarpaulins and stuff and flags and things like that.
Yeah.
You can roll it quite flat.
Yeah, banners, things like that.
Yeah. I've seen people make like greatcoats on characters. It's it's far too much beyond my skill level.
I did an orc where he was wearing a hooded cloak.
I remember that.
And yeah, it took ages to do, but that's, you know, that was under the microscope doing that because it's, you know, it's that small, isn't it? But
try doing a cloak on Sunday.
Hair on a Space Marine, giving them a flat top, you know, that sort of thing, you know. But
I tried doing hair on my Foxy character in the Bluey car, and that just came out like little sort of sausages.
You was a bit disappointed, wasn't you, bless you?
Yeah, I mean, it was good enough, but it was like it kind of fitted with the hair that was already on it, but it was like
kind of like a bunch of bananas, wasn't it? It was like
Well, there was for a while with Games Workshop, they had one particular designer who sculpted a lot of figures, especially Forge World figures.
Yeah.
And whenever they had like fur, especially Space Wolves, it looked like bananas, and they used to get ridiculed so much. They seem to have got rid of him now. He doesn't seem to do that fur sculpts anymore. His figures were great, but the fur always looked like bananas. It's like, really?
How we doing? Oh yeah, it's coming up at 10, so we'll be going off air at 2, folks. Okay.
Yes.
Just to give you that little heads up.
We shall release you to your day-to-day obligations for the evening, wherever you are.
Yeah. So that goes up in there. That shoves up underneath there, like so.
Insert your thrusters, Polycap.
Polycap. She's the barber, or bar lady, isn't she? Yeah, down the old, what's his name? B3. I knew there was another bit I had to get. Then that'll be me, I think. Then
I think 4 claws was the right decision on yours, Zagok.
Yeah, it just looks. Yeah, 3 claws didn't sit right for me.
No, you can't pick anything up with 3 claws. Come on.
Yeah, it just didn't look right, and it was like, nah, not being funny, but yeah, I wanted 4 on mine, and I'm having 4. But yeah, it didn't look right with 3. It was like.
Next week, Festa will modify it to have 17 claws on every single hand.
Yeah.
Have all the claws. Yeah, because 3 claws looks like one of them things you get for picking up pickles out of the jar.
Yeah, see, look, it's like...
Nah, that's like a pickle picker-upper.
Yeah, it's just like... Yeah.
At least they give it the option, that's quite good.
Yeah, silly, giving me options. But I've got spare claws that may get implemented into other things, so...
Yeah.
This is why I'm going to get this built and let it talk to me, and then I can go, right, I can have the claws in like an accessory bin hanging off his arse or something, or his Harris even. You know, that's like a spares thing type thing in case he breaks a claw in battle or something. I don't know. I don't know the history of them. I've never watched a Gundam, so I don't know what it does. It goes underwater and goes above water, so...
Yeah.
And there may be moth and various stainage and rust and stuff. I want to try and do it where it's been out of the ocean water for a while and has been wandering around doing its thing and have decays, rust, you know, like a ship hull. Where, you know, if the boat's been, you know, on a sea voyage, it's always got that staining and streaking down it, and I want a bit of that.
There's nothing to say it's not like it's not been abandoned post-combat and then some civilians come along and got it working and walks around in it and just uses it as their home. Are these the full 60-foot tall space suit things, or is this the size of humanoid that may be inside it operating it? I don't know. No, I think they're about 17 to 18 meters tall, so yeah, 50 feet.
Right, so I can't get away with it being a bloke doing his thing, like, yeah.
Well, you could do, because you can do whatever you want with it.
Oh yeah, it's in my what if world, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
It's Gunpla is freedom. Like I said, when I did George's Sazabi, that was a 12
yeah,
foot
but
tall.
I got rivet counted on my GM sniper. You've said Gundam's freedom. This person was like, you don't realise it's 60 metres, so in urban camo you'd still see it. And I went, in my world, it's actually a futuristic soldier wearing battle armour. But thanks for your input.
Thanks for input. Oh,
Yeah, watch episode 1 where I go, yeah, I'm doing it as a what if. It's actually going to be an average size 6 foot man inside. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I know Gundam's freedom, but
yeah, there's always somebody though, isn't there? There's always a rivet counter.
I've got that thing where people like to rivet count me. And we all like a rivet counter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. Yeah. It's all right.
My universal response to rivet counters: kiss my chuddies.
Yeah. Paul says he's off. We're going to go down. Yeah. See you later, Paul. Would love to don,
Take care,
mate. And I hope you both keep well. And boy, there you go, mate. And yeah, I can't remember if I said hello to Dawn or not, but I am now because
yes, you did.
I don't want to get in trouble.
Nana Sunrise, you did.
Right. So we got that going in there. Yeah. Okay. There should be is there another bit that goes on there?
They always remind me of Start Right Shoes, the feet on Zagox.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is, D5. I knew there was another bit. I thought I'd cut it off. One more bit of his foot, and then that's it. I want to get his foot built, so let's get that done. Because yeah, I think that I'm not going to have to super glue that bit now.
It might be ensconced by the other bit around it.
Yeah, I think it was like, yeah. Our Bandai Wibble was pointless, but I don't care.
Well, those are old kits, so there's always potential for some shakiness. Yeah, like about 1990s, those kits.
Oh, really? I didn't even know it was that old.
Maybe early 2000s.
Oh, nice.
Maybe early to mid 90s, I think, or I can't remember actually.
Yeah, I've got no idea. It probably tells me on the instructions, but. Right, we have got that going up underneath his foot.
I don't think it's 1980s. I think it's a bit too advanced for 1980s.
Like so. That's better.
But watching you build this, I'm just sitting here thinking, I need to build Gunpla.
Why did I know that?
Because it's just watching the way it all goes together so nicely.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it is ensconced.
Is it more of a functional piece than a looking at it piece?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah, it's basically as his foot swivels, you can see a rubber. See his rubber.
Easy now.
So yeah, don't have to worry about that flappy bit now because
remind me of Start Right Shoes.
But the thing is, they go to all of that, putting these rubber ribs in, and you don't see them. It's buried right down in there, but then we know it's there, don't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, I have so far today, I've done that and that. Assembled stuff.
It is a nice big kit, bigger than you think.
Wow, cheers, mate. It's the angle of my camera on this.
Got wide angle lens.
yeah, paint that massive hands. But yeah, there you go. Have you some of that? So that's where I'm at. I've got obviously the rest of the legs and the plates to build. And then that'll stand next to Kshatriya probably for many months until I decide what I'm going to do with it. I might actually dismantle it and prime it all.
Yeah. So
that I can then get a better idea. Because in all the different colours, you can't unsee what their idea is. And I need it to be uniform so that I can then envisage my plan for it.
Just out of interest, by the way, the pilot would be in the middle of the torso. You're asking how big they were. I don't know if there's a panel.
I kind of figured that out once I had that discussion because I can remember putting him in there, mate.
Little dude in there.
But yeah, there's a tinsy wincy, tiny whiny little dudette or dudish guy in there. Yeah, he's buried right in there. See him?
There you go. Hello.
Yeah, it's only after that conversation that I realised that, yeah, I stuck it.
Yo, check out my car.
Yeah, so there you go. Right, folks, so that's us done. Big, massive thanks to all of you that have come in and kept us two idiots company. Yeah. We really do appreciate it, folks. Also, reminder, 9 p.m. on this channel on Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday, me and him will be back for our regular Wednesday Warhammer Wednesday, folks. Okay, so we'll go through what the plan is with that live show once we're actually doing it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so join us for that. Be a couple of hours, probably just shooting the breeze and giving you an all an idea on the direction we want to go with that particular show.
A couple of hours of goodness.
So enjoy the rest of your weekend, folks. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And we look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. Yeah. Keep safe and well. Bye-bye for now. Bye.
Don't forget the album.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down,